Welcome to DY Beach here in Sydney's Northern Beaches as we are set for the start of another action-packed day of the Surf Life Saving Australia's Ocean Thunder Surfboat Series. Hello, I'm Renee Gardner, and about 100 years ago, this tradition actually started about 15 k's south of here at Bondi Beach. It was the first Australian Championships. Now today, the tradition continues with some of our most elite men's and women's crews battling out for the Ocean Thunder Surfboat Series champions. In round one, Dial Before You Dig Bulli stamped their early authority by taking the win in the final.
Say quite boldly, catch us if you can.
And Pendula Palm Beach domination continued in the women's series with a strong win in the opening round.
And win it is what they're going to do.
That's all in the past because right now the teams are about to compete, not only to take on the ocean, but to take on each other as well too. But we have another elite team, and that is our commentary team. So let's head upstairs right now to Steve Scott and Andrew Voss.
Great to be here, Renee, and what a contrast to round one. Relatively flat today, Steve. We turn up the heat for all the crews.
Yeah, Rossi, look, comparatively, it was pretty flat in the first one, and this one we've got waves, so that's going to bring in a whole new skill set. It's going to be very exciting.
And that swell today will get up to, or expected to get up to, around about 1.5 metres. Renee has got all the action from this morning's heats in the men's.
With the festive season fast approaching, a special guest got racing started. And to show the true spirit in the surfboat racing community, Allura stepped in to row for Dial Before You Dig Bateman's Bay.
This is a terrific story. Bateman's Bay unable to make their way north to DY due to the severity of the bushfires in the area. Allura competing on their behalf.
They started well, but Corrimal came back for the first of many tight finishes today.
Top of screen, sprint finish, win for Corrimal.
South Curl pushed a little too hard in the next round. Left
turn not in the script here for South Curl. They've slowed.
Opening up the race for Carfax Palm Beach to inch out RFM Construction Collaroy. The conditions were playing havoc with the teams.
North Cronulla's Adam Purdy's having a bath.
But after that rough start, North Cronulla showed great strength to salvage a second behind South Curl. The rising swell was pushing all teams, and they were all pushing each other.
Look at this grind. Cronulla T-bone into Collaroy, and Ryan Halangaloo was out of the boat.
But Super Pharmacy Collaroy weren't having the luckiest of days.
Well, that is a broken oar for Collaroy. Nothing sweet Gavin Scott can do about that.
Which opened up the race for Corrimal and Wanda.
Well, another great finish, but Corrimal's big day continues.
Byron Bay Wildsider Mooloolaba pushed hard in the final round.
Look out here. Hang on as they make their way out.
Leaving Wanda to take their third win in what was a series of action-packed racing across the morning.
Wonderful racing in those 5 rounds, accumulation of points, and Corrimal looking to go one better than they did in round one of the Ocean Thunder. Top of the points. We narrow it down to 16 from the field of 24 boats. Caves Beach, another good performance. Bit of a surprise packet in round one. We're hailing the efforts of Allura stepping up to the plate for Bateman's Bay. They have qualified for the business end of competition today, and these are the boats eliminated. A disappointing day for Collaroy. They had equipment problems and all sorts, so they'll be looking to all bounce back in round 3 of Ocean Thunder. Focus now on men's qualifying finals. 4 races of 4. The bottom boat will drop out. And in this first qualifying final, North Bondi, Caves Beach, Corrimal, and the Sheldon Office Fit-Outs boat from Newport. And we introduce the camera on the head of the stroke, Steve, to give our viewers a different perspective of racing.
Yeah, what a great angle. You can see how they hit maximum rating off the beach.
And Caves Beach, there's Sweet Rick Robinson wearing the helmet cam as well. That is the contrast between the 2 camera angles. With a stroke, you don't get to see what's coming at you. The sweep sees it all. He's the eyes for the crew. And now on the way back in, this swell will come into play today. It's been grueling already. 5 rounds of heats, but now we're really down to business.
And what a great day for Corrimal. Here they are, nose in front again. They've carried on from the first round and just nudging Newport. Another good display by Newport.
And great to have Surf Life Saving Australia right behind the Ocean Thunder. They will be loving today's competition. It has been so good, so many close finishes, and we're setting it up here in this qualifying final.
Go, sit on it, Bryce. Go, Jack. On the bubble. Come on, let's lift.
We can have 3 hit the beach all together, slewing sideways Corrimal. They have taken a big left turn there. The Sheldon Office Fit-Outs boat from Newport will claim the victory. Well, this has been happening all day. You can't take anything for granted, even when you're close to the finish line.
Yeah, particularly we saw Mitch jump out there. He's just worried about gear breaks. When you get surf, gear breaks, and that affects your day's performance as well.
Our first three boats through to the quarterfinals. North Bondi eliminated, but all the same an improvement on their round one effort. Now 2 Collaroy crews here in the second qualifying final, Bulli and Lorne as well. Steve, on that issue of 2 boats from the same club, how competitive?
Yeah, Ryan Halangaloo, he's brought his crew down from Monavale to join Collaroy this year, and at the moment they're beating the existing Collaroy crew in round one. Let's see how they go today.
Go, boys! Go, boys! Go, boys! Right.
Great vision here on the Surf Life Saving Australia Ocean Thunder from the head of Ryan Halangaloo. So again, this time, 2 boats making the way out. Collaroy, the second of the Collaroy boats, the RFM Constructions at the moment in the death seat. They could be the one eliminated.
Yeah, another lift, just on top. Done you there? Done you there? We're sitting on it. Sitting on it. Sitting on top.
Voice of Shane Geloven there. Look, Ocean Thunder, nothing without sponsors, Steve. How lucky are we to have people like Dial Before You Dig? They've been on board for 14 years.
Run on this. Run it, go. Hit it. Hit it. Get over.
Yeah, Vossi Dominic Pugh, the manager of Dial Before You Dig, not only supporting Bulli, but many clubs up and down the coast.
Well, he was thrilled with their performance in round one. They were our round one winners of the Ocean Thunder, and here they are winning the second qualifying final. Just a short run to the flag, and that's another victory to Bulli in this year's series, and they are through to the quarterfinals. The battle for third and fourth, though, it's going to go on. This will be decided by the run and a dive, and the 2 Collaroy boats side by side. One gets bragging rights, that is the RFM Constructions boat, and the Beach Club Collaroy knocked out from our second men's qualifying final.
I'm with John from the South Curl crew. Some great conditions down here at DY Beach today.
It's great to see some waves. It's always more fun when there's a bit of a wave on. Absolutely.
You've been involved for a couple of years now. What sort of drew you to the Ocean Thunder?
Look, we're long-time South Curly members, and my business partner and I were involved in surf boats. Love the sport. There's talk of us coming out of retirement at some point.
I saw you stretching the hammies before. I thought you were ready to jump in a boat.
No, not today. Not today.
And what about into South Curl itself? What took you there?
Look, it's a great group of people down there. A mate of mine, N.R. Perry, got us down there. I was at Narrabeen. And we've slowly moved south, but the Curl, it's a small club, but it's got a good long history of boat rowing, and that's what took me down there initially, was the boats.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much.
Thanks.
John Oxley and the Sydney Beach Homes team, another great supporter of Ocean Thunder, and their boat from South Curl represented in this men's qualifying race 3 alongside of DY, Palm Beach and Bateman's Bay. And we've got the stroke cam on Harrison Selby here from DY.
And it's great blade work. You can see how he's absolutely focused on his blade there, eyes still, body working hard.
And while you see the name Allura posted on the boat there, that is the crew representing Bateman's Bay today. But again, a big thank you to Grant Wilkerson from Allura for setting it all up with the problems that the Bateman's Bay crew have at the moment with the bushfires in the area.
Away we go.
And what a great replacement they have in Jack Patterson, 8-time national champion, has won Ocean Thunder on a number of occasions, and he even brought his wife along. I think she's filling in the Allura or the Bateman's Bay women's crew today.
Run that, Mike. Run that. That's it, boys. Sit and spin. Sit and spin. Here's our wave.
A lot happening out there, and picking up a runner as well. South Curl, the Sydney Beach Homes boat, have got themselves in a good posse here. The Riley and Sons boat is surging through the middle, remembering only one boat eliminated from this. So we make the point, you don't have to finish first, you just don't want to finish last. So the pressure's off if you can forge ahead into the first couple. You don't necessarily have to sprint up to the beach hell for leather.
Orange, Mike. Orange, orange, orange.
They've done enough work here, South Curl, to go through to the next round, and that will be the quarterfinals here in Ocean Thunder, and it will be the Bateman's Bay / Allura crew that are eliminated from this qualifying final. So South Curl, Palm Beach, DY into the quarters, which leaves us with just 4 more boats to see how they fare for the rest of the afternoon. North Stein, North Cronulla, Wanda and Mona Vale, 4 New South Wales crews represented here. And you've also got the legal battle. You've got the pure legal boat and the Gerard Maloof and Partners boat. So North Stein from Wanda, the courtroom to the surf here at DY.
Yeah, Wanda big improvers too. They like to surf. I think they came 14th or so in the first event, and here they are doing exceptionally well today.
Right around. And take it away. Take it away.
The voice of Adam Purdy, the sweep of North Cronulla. They were 3rd in round 1 of Ocean Thunder.
Yeah, and Bossy, we're noticing, I think it's a bit favoured to the south myself, but Adam Purdy in lane 2, well in front, but in these conditions you can just go from still to flat out in no time at all.
And that is the case with Wanda there. They moved up and they moved past North Cronulla from alley number 3, as you mentioned, Steve. Big improvers from the first round.
Right back into it. Going, still, let's go.
Pure
Come on,
legal.
go.
They're trying to not finish 4th here. The North Stein crew working as hard as they can right there. And now balancing the boat on the run in too. And it's looking good for Wanda and North Cronulla. They should be 1-2 barring absolute disaster.
And you can see one crew trailed there sitting at the back of the boat, one still in their seats. If you're still in your seats, you do have an advantage running to the line.
Dig in.
And it will be Wanda who claimed the victory in the last of the qualifying finals ahead of North Cronulla. And 3rd, the Dial Before You Dig financial decisions boat from Mona Vale. North Stein, their day is over. So men's qualifying racing is done and dusted. The women's and men's quarterfinals coming up after the break. Surf Life Saving Australia, Ocean Thunder from DY. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the round 2 of Surf Life Saving Australia's Ocean Thunder Surf Boat Series. And helping us bring you the great action from all angles here at DY Beach is the team from Coates Hire. The men's racing was very intense, and with the changed weather conditions, I'm sure that's going to be heating up shortly as well. But right now, we're about to head over to the women's and see what they do with their racing. The action in the women's started from Heat 1.
Avalon in control of this one. Coogee not going to challenge slewing there.
Like their men's crew, Allura stepped up for Bateman's Bay and started strongly.
As is the case in the men's, Allura filling in for Bateman's Bay. It's a great story and a good performance.
All right, I've got Sean looking after the girls from Newport. It's a bit of a different day out here at DY.
Yeah, it's a good day today. Last time was a little bit flatter. It's good to have a bit of a wave on and good conditions for this.
Talking tactics going out there today, anything different?
Oh, we're just aiming for a really good start and be with them at the can and try and work the runners coming home. So yeah, it's good. This is our first year in OT. Been around a little bit, but it's a really good event to get the training right and then hopefully make the cut and yeah, get a few more out of it. But 5 races in a couple of hours in the morning is good training.
And Newport had a strong start in their next heat against Palm Beach, with the series favourites pushed all the way. Lawn's perfect run through the heats took a hit in the final round.
Well, we haven't seen much of this today for Lawn. They're taken back there.
But in the end, the Beach Club Collaroy held off an ever-improving Queenscliff for their 3rd win of the day. And Palm Beach were on track again for a win in the final round until the growing swell caught them.
Even the best can hit problems. This is a nasty one for Palm Beach.
Bateman's Bay were the winners, adding them near to the top of a very crowded heats leaderboard.
You're spot on there, Renee. They were runners-up in round 1, Lawn to Palm Beach. They've overturned that in the heats here for round number 2. The top 10 boats in the women's qualify for the finals, so it has been real cutthroat racing today in these conditions. And the boats missing out, DY, Newport and Collaroy. So to the first women's qualifying final, 2 races of 5 coming your way. Last boat knocked out, Mona Vale, Talabudgera, Lawn, Bateman's Bay and Mooloolaba here. And a starter, Santa Claus has them underway.
Good stuff. Gonna have a good run here. Forward and row.
And you can see Grant Cooper there just calling his crew forward and to stop, which gets the weight down the back of the boat and lets the bow pop over the wave.
Go now, run the boat. Kick it up, up.
Yeah, Jeff's not going easy on. They've won the point score over Palm Beach today and certainly worth the trip from Victoria, Vossi.
Absolutely.
Keep it there.
Still 2 lengths in front.
Back with Grant Cooper.
That's it, but they're all there.
He's letting his crew exactly know the state of play. All the women's crews now wearing their helmets in the
Go, Michelle. Over.
finals
Over.
racing.
Over. Over.
Wow, Jeff Matthews, he is in full barking form.
And they're rowing beautifully. I mean, they've picked up that swell. They've got themselves well out in front, but all the rest of them closing from behind. I think he's got enough of a lead here.
The boats down the southern end appear to be doing the better here. The three of them all in a line and all are bound for the semi-finals. Out for a jog up the beach. Some take a spill. That wasn't quite as planned. But no damage done. And for the bottom two, this is going to be tight. This will be a photo finish. Legs working, divers. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure. Between Mona Vale and Talabudgera, you tell me. The Queenslanders closest to camera, well, they have grabbed the flag. You only have to touch it. They will get there first, and Mona Vale missed it. So Mona Vale are knocked out. Talabudgera in. That's about the closest finish in the history of Ocean Thunder I think I've witnessed.
Well, there's a lot of fresh faces on the beach at the Ocean Thunder Series this year, and I've got one with me, Damien, and your Queensy crew. What made you get involved this year?
We rode under 19s last year, and we did really well in that. So we decided that we'll take the plunge and go into the open competition this year.
And was there one in particular that you've had your eye on in terms of a team that you sort of wanted to take out?
Yeah, we don't worry about the top three, Talabudgera, Palm Beach and those girls. We try and keep around the girls our own speed and just race them.
What are you looking for the most? Obviously a little bit of a different beach here at DY.
Yeah, it's a different beach. The conditions are always changing. So with this tide going out, it's going to be a little bit steeper. So having a lighter crew, that will make things a little bit easier going out. But we'll see how it comes in.
All right, well hopefully the tactics work. Good luck today and thanks for joining us, ladies.
Thank you very much.
The Community First Credit Union boat represented here from Queenscliff and sweep Damien Daly, Avalon Beach, Queenscliff, Palm Beach, Collaroy and Coogee. We sweep Harvey Barrett at the helm of that. And underway, so another boat to be eliminated here as we go on board with Damien.
Good. See that connection? We're on a backwash. Go now.
Yeah, he's called a backwash there. That's going to help them get through the break. A bit of assistance from water going back out to sea.
But finding trouble at the turn, Queenscliff. Getting a little caught up and losing valuable ground. So they're going to have a little bit of luck from the back of the field up the front. Palm Beach, good to see the crew all safe and sound after the drama of the last heat this morning. That was a real nasty one. We lost sight of one of the crew members for a short while. And here you go, the swell's picking up here at DY, and look at the speed pick up as well.
Yeah, this is a big wave, Bossy. You can see it breaking to the north. The girls have pulled down that, done a beautiful job. Let's see what they're coming off. Let's see what happens.
Redeploying the boat, keep it horizontal, and now slowing sideways, hanging on for dear life there.
Someone go.
Wow, this has suddenly taken life, this qualifying final. Who's got the job of running up the beach? They've got multiple contenders. They've stalled in the break, and here comes the rest. Suddenly, Queenscliff in with a chance. They've slewed sideways as well and taken out. Mark Anderson is into the drink. Well, this is mayhem, Steve.
Yeah, you'd only see this in Ocean Thunder. It's who touches the flag wins the race.
Well, it could have been absolutely terrible for Mark Anderson there for a while. Watch him, the sweet Mark Anderson. He looks up. That's how close the Queenscliff boat is, so he's overboard. Now, the judges ruled Queenscliff were impeded by Palm Beach and didn't deserve to be knocked out, so they will progress to the next round. I think it's a pretty fair ruling. All 5 boats will go through Palm Beach, Avalon Beach, Coogee, Collaroy and Queenscliff. Dramatic stuff on the women's. Let's go back to the men's then. First to the quarterfinals, 4 boats, Newport, Corrimal, Palm Beach, Lorne. This is high quality. This is the best of the best.
Yeah, I think I said in the first event that Newport have done a lot of work through the off-season, but their stroke is away at a wedding today and they have a replacement stroke, and they'll be working a few things out.
And John Patterson, that replacement stroke, wearing the helmet cam here. That's an incredibly still shot, Steve, considering how hard he is working. It shows the balance, the poise, the focus, all of those things via that shot.
Well, you can imagine if they make a mistake right at the start of the race, they're probably out of it. So he's watching his oar, absolutely focused. The body's working hard, but the head's steady.
Crew in sync. That is the goal of the best. And here we go. We're going to lose one of these crews right now. Pretty tight. Lorne have had a great day. There they are, closest to camera again. The Victorians are really putting it up here today. They are a true contender to win this second round.
Yeah, well, as I said before, you're never out of it in this sort of conditions. I mean, you might be coming fourth, but then the swell pops up and you could go from fourth to first.
Corrimal also alongside them here. Lorne and Corrimal for the top positions. Newport, the Sheldon Office Fit-Outs boat, not out of the picture. There could be pressure on Palm Beach in this one on the comeback into the beach. So different once you get closer to the beach. They are riding the wave in right now, and it is Palm Beach out of the picture. So it's going to be Palm Beach that bite the dust here. It's almost a three-way photo to decide first. Carfax, Palm Beach out of the competition. So first three boats are through to the semis. Let's go back to Renee on the beach.
Rick and the boys from Caves Beach, first year doing Ocean Thunder. How are you faring so far?
Yeah, it was pretty happy with our first round result. Our goal was to get to the final, and we did that. And yeah, it's good, consistent racing under pressure, which is what we're after. You know, when you're in your local series, you only get it 3 times a year at the state Aussies and 2 Aussies and the state. See, and was this you're constantly every race, 11 races for the day, and you're constantly under pressure every race. You know, which is good.
It's great to have the Caves Beach boat here. Now, we probably sound like broken records talking about quality of fields in Ocean Thunder. This is a quarter-final, and you've got 4 of the boats that made the final in round 1, and one of them has to be eliminated 2 rounds out from today's final. They're all there. Bulli obviously favourites, but been some great form shown by Caves Beach, North Cronulla and Mona Vale.
Clear. Go.
Yeah, lightning start there from Bulli. Look, I said that there's a bit of a favour on the southern end. Bulli's in the northern end. What a fantastic turn they've just done. And that makes such a difference in a race.
They turn on a 10-cent piece there.
Run it.
And back up to top rating for the run back in.
Yeah, one of the things, they just never look flustered, do they, Vossi? They know their work so well. They've got the confidence that when a run comes, they are going to catch it.
There's a little bubble there. Go. Go. Come on, Bryce. Go. Still on it.
Get on that little bubble.
And on it again. And on it again. Still on it.
He was all happy-go-lucky on the beach, Rick, but how serious is he now? It's intense.
Yeah. And there goes Bulli. They've taken off. They've got the win from that northern end. Fantastic performance.
Great shots provided. The helmet cam worn by Shane Jalovan. Cooperation we get from the crews to give you at home the best view, the best seat in the house. You are literally, just about, literally on the boats with them. And you have Bulli going through, North Cronulla through, Caves Beach have made it. So their success story of this season continues. And the Dial Before You Dig financial decisions boat from Mona Vale, not quite good enough there. The last of the men's quarterfinals, Collaroy, South Curl, Wanda and DY. So 4 of the northern beaches represented here, and Wanda the odd crew out. Closest to camera, the Riley and Sons boat from DY. You talk about your sponsors. We've identified some long-serving ones today. Riley and Sons, certainly that. Incredibly tight start here. Collaroy just getting pushed back a little there. Now on board with Rob Lowry.
Yeah, and viewers, you're going to see a slightly different style here in the buoy turn. Rob Lowry, or affectionately known as Termite, he lays right back down on the back deck, and they're trying to pivot on the back of the boat rather than on the bow like a lot of other crews.
Agility shown by the sweep there.
That one there. Bang it and away. Bang it and away. Bang it and away.
Been a good race so far for South Curl. The RFM Constructions boat from Collaroy have their problems at the moment.
Wave, boys, wave. Wave, boys, wave.
You can hear the urgency in Sean Stacey's voice. He needs his DY crew. It's their home beach. He knows there's a wave there. Come on, boys, get up.
Can they all get on it, Steve? Can they all get on it? We've had close finishes right from the first heat of the day. What if we get this in the final? How good is this? 3 boats separated by a few metres. They're all on it together. What a race this is. And sadly, Coleroy out the back are not a part of it. What if we get all four on the one? That will be some sort of finish. So there it is. It's a relaxed jog up the beach, if there can be such a thing. And clear cut the first three. Wanda, DY, South Curl. Coleroy couldn't figure in the finish. So we'll have 9 boats in the semi-finals of the men's, and we have 9 in the semi-finals of the women's, and that's coming up the other side of this break on the Surf Life Saving Australia Ocean Thunder.
Semi-finals are just about to kick off with the Ocean Thunder Surfboat Series, but right now let's check out exactly what's happening on our weather wall. The conditions here at DY have taken a bit of a turn. We're sitting at around 24 degrees, but the winds have started to pick up along with the swell as the tide has begun to drop. These conditions will change the tactics of the race. The girls are obviously going into helmets into the semis. Right now, let's head back upstairs to Stephen Vossi.
Well, Renee, the scene's certainly set for great racing in the women's and the men's semi-finals, and we do have this situation with 5 boats in this first women's semi. Queenscliff, the beneficiaries of that stewards decision in the previous round, so 5 boats, but it means 2 get knocked out, Steve. Off the beach they go.
I always like to hear that surf's building, Vossi. There it is out the back. Sweeps are confronted with the decision. Are they going to crash through it and use the pumps, or are they going to stop, prop, get over it, get out dry, light a boat going to the boys?
Very fortunate to have the expertise of Steve Scott with us in commentary. Thousands and thousands of races in his career. Lorne's big day is continuing here.
Yeah, and Jeff, he's doing a great job with his girls' crew. They're pip palming in the points, Vossi, so they've been feeling confident, and here they are out in front.
And there's also the travel aspect to take into account, getting ready for
now, 10 now,
today.
Let's go now from here. Lift, 1, relax. Lift, 2, relax. Power, 3.
Coogee, the eastern suburbs of Sydney, when you're talking about the beaches. Harvey Barrett, the sweep there. And back with the Victorians.
Go now.
Yeah, they're around first. Nice tight turn. They've got the back of the boat facing straight out to sea, maximising any swell that comes their way.
Well, this could get a little hairy. Look at the waves coming through right from the cans as well.
Beautiful wave. Can they catch it? Ratings up. I think it's just gone underneath them. No, they've caught it.
They've
Great
certainly
effort. All come aft. Beautiful effort.
The gap between first and second is massive here. Wouldn't you love to take this into the final?
Over.
Surf skills are on show here as well. Now the battle, 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th, as Lorne claim the victory, and a big one at that. But 3 boats will go through, 2 will get knocked out. You've got to try and finish in course as well. You've got to stay on course to make sure the run is direct. Oh, now the mayhem.
Sarah, get out and run.
You've got to have eyes in the back of your head. We've got how many meant to run up the beach? We've got 10 running up the beach. And again, you've got to find your flag, and mission accomplished. Lorne, Avalon Beach, Coogee through to the final. Coleroy, Queenscliff miss out. Let's go to Renee on the beach.
Great, we've got the guys and girls from Mooloolaba. How excited are you to be back in New South Wales waters?
Oh, it's great. Yeah, we love coming down here. The competition's always pretty fierce. And we've got a couple of building years up there at the moment. We've got a lot of new, pretty much brand new rowers in both crews. So, like I said, we're building and we're sort of hanging on there when we can. So it's been good.
All right, well, we love having you down here. Thanks so much for joining us.
No worries. Appreciate it.
What a team shot. Great spirit on show here at the Surf Life Saving Australia Ocean Thunder and women's semi-final number 2. Couple of Queensland crews here, Tallebudgera and Mooloolaba. In between then Palm Beach and Bateman's Bay. This swell is tricky. We say often the sweep is the eyes of the crew on the run out. And have a look here, Palm Beach, Peter Spence, he's going to put a stop to things here. He's put the brakes on. He'll try and wait for his opportunity. The other 3 are going to try and hammer their way out. And here comes the set coming through, and back you go, and over and out for Tallebudgera.
And you can just see Spencer knew what was happening. He had a look out at the surf. He said, no, timing is wrong for us. Let's stop and wait for that one to go. And unfortunately for Tallebudgera, who were finalists in the first event, Vossi, I think their day's over.
Okay.
Yeah, what a dramatic start to the second semi-final. But tactics on show, and never more evident than that. Look at the gap between the first two and the third one, but it's still a shrewd play by Peter Spence, because one boat gets eliminated and now Talabudgera in that position. So the front two, Bateman's Bay, and there you go. That is the end of Talabudgera. So this becomes a bit of a training row. Thankfully, crew are okay, but you've got the Allura boat, which of course is the Bateman's Bay boat for the day, and again, great spirit in Ocean Thunder for Allura to step up.
And Palm Beach just turning the boy a long way back, but Bossy, they're all about winning the final. This is just a qualifier, so when they saw Talabudgera go, they just know we just got to finish the race and we're through to the next round.
And we see Jack Patterson there sweeping the boat with the Allura name on it, stepping up for Bateman's Bay. You mentioned wife Renee earlier today, Steve, in there. There'd be a lot of blokes watching. This is the one time the husband gets to be the boss. Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think it lasts long, Bossy. You know, he's only got about a couple hundred metres to go, and then it changes.
That's it. That's it. That's a little side story here in Ocean Thunder today. But all the drama at the start here. Talabudgera out. All three boats that finish the course go through to the final, and they will be in good shape. A one-lap final today in these conditions, and there you have it. Palm Beach will be placed third, but they will be favourites going into the final later today. And yeah, sorry for Talabudgera, but as I say, thankful that crew are okay, and they will be super motivated for the next round of Ocean Thunder. So over to the men's semi-finals right now. Semi-final number one, DY, Corrimal and Wanda. And it's worth highlighting here, Steve, three boats. And we talk about sometimes bias north to the south of the beach, and in the national championships, they're wide apart. We've got close racing here.
We're alive here.
Yeah, organisers of Ocean Thunder decide they want the best crews in the final. Three only eliminates one, a lot easier than six across the beach.
The distance variance not there.
Okay, let's have the 10 and 1. Unwind it. 2.
And here's Corrimal. They were second in the first event, looking confident, moving the boat out in front of two very highly credentialed crews. Wanda, great improvement today, Vossi. Doing exceptionally well.
Yeah, absolutely. I must say, Peter Scott's had the Corrimal crew on song from the very first heat this morning. There's been no mucking about. They've been down to business, and here they are. But there's still some work to be done in this semi-final. At the moment, the Riley & Sons boat from DY is in third position. It's an exhausting day.
And nice turn there from Corrimal. DY will be looking for a better result. They want to make the final today, Vossi. They missed out in the first round. It's their beach. They should know the conditions. Look at them. They're working hard, but they need this run.
All right, can someone get away from way out the back and ride one in and go straight through to the finals? This is a hard row for all three crews. Suddenly, the surf goes quiet here at DY. What a contrast to previous races. Riley & Son Food Services now make their move. Corrimal looking to get on the same wave. They've done it as well.
Yeah, and sometimes the runs don't take you all the way to the beach. There's DY dropping off. Corrimal's got a little bit more out of it.
Keep it going, they're coming at us. They're going to get a drive. Oh, come on.
This is desperate for DY because Wanda have moved ahead of them. Corrimal have hit the sand. It looks like Wanda will finish ahead of DY with a run up the beach. Oh, heartbreak for the home crew right there. They are knocked out in the semi-final. They won't be there for the final, but Corrimal and Wanda will be. First semi-final done. Let's get to the second. North Cronulla, Bulli, Lorne, all finalists from round one of the Surf Life Saving Australia Ocean Thunder. What a superb second semi-final this will be. And Bulli right in the middle. Who's going to beat them?
Well, whoever it is, they're going to have to put up a great performance. The tide's down a little bit shallow off the beach. Power is a big thing, and length. And Bulli has got plenty of that, Vossi. They're pulling away.
Good start, boys, but they got a better one. Keep it on. Leg drive.
Adam Purdy there, calling it as he sees it. A good start, but they got a better one. So North Cronulla find themselves in third position. That's quite clear cut.
You can just see how bouncy the conditions are. Now, for someone that doesn't know much about surfboat rowing, it means that the height is different. Your hand heights are different. Every stroke needs a lot of skill, a lot of training, and a lot of experience.
Yeah, well, North Cronulla rather. Adam Purdy said, we don't want to finish here. Fire up. Bulleye round the cans first.
Now.
Same old story for them. And looking good for the final.
And rating up here, they saw swell on their way to the buoy. Let's see if they can get one of these waves on the way home, because there's some beautiful waves here now, Bossy.
Keep in mind, the heats into quarterfinals, into semis, and we'll have a double lap final in the men's later today. But you just got to get there. You've got to give yourself a shot. At the moment, North Cronulla look like they will be knocked out. They've got to catch Lorne, or they are making a move. Bulleye clearly in front, but not complacent in any sense. Here comes the wave just to give them that little boost home, and Lorne also have pushed ahead of North Cronulla.
And you can see the bowman just giving Shane a little hand there. They're going to finish right on their mark. It's a very good win again.
Send up.
And for Lorne and North Cronulla, the battle for second is all important. Bulleye through to the final, but here comes Lorne, hit the beach. It's a steady run. Well, it looked like it was going to be closer than that, but we will be represented with a Victorian crew in the final. Bulleye are there, Lorne are through, and North Cronulla unable to match their efforts from round one of Ocean Thunder. So the last of the semi-finals, Newport, South Curl and Caves Beach. I think they're growing in support numbers, Caves Beach. They were terrific in round one. They've been good again today. The Complant boat, closest to camera. Alley number 3, let's see if they can make back-to-back finals.
Got a good start there. Couple over each. Jump this one. And let's go. Bang. Come on, you got the jump on Newport. Use it.
Yeah, Termite, they're asking his crew to use it. Look, they've got one change in the crew this year. Craig McCartney's, after having a couple of seasons off, has been asked by Termite to come into the crew to strengthen it up. And look, I've got to say they're looking very strong and look a little quicker than the first event.
Come on, boys, kick. I need you. It's too late later on. Do it now. Do it now. Rip it.
Brutal honesty from Mitch Foran, too late later today. I need it now. Look at the gap they have to try and make up, or Newport won't be part of the final. Termite, who we refer to, Rob Lowry, the sweeper, South Kirkle, here he is. He's not having a kip. That is his technique.
Jump on that one. That's a great turn. Now get me the out of here.
He's also quite a character. Thank you for the co-commentary, Rob, there. You may get us taken off air. But a unique and iconic sport this is, surfboat racing. The Complant boat from Caves Beach having another good shot at it. And Newport right now, there's work to be done. Let's go back on board with Mitch Foran. He's never short of a word as sweep of his crew, working hard.
Find something, boys. You got to go now. You want it. You want a final. Here it is. Go. Go. Go.
It's instruction and motivational speech all in one. And now all of a sudden, all three on the one wave. Caves Beach closest to camera. Newport at the top of screen. It could be decided by the run.
Let's go. Go, Mike. Go, go, go.
South Curl, go as the run. They hit the beach cleanly, but not necessarily in line with the flags, and it'll cost Caves Beach. There's the Superman dive at the top and closest to camera, and Caves Beach just had a little too far to run. What a shot. What a finish to the third semi-final. It's not all about the rowing, folks. It's also the sprint on the sand. South Curl and Newport through to the final. It sets it up. The women's and men's finals coming your way. Sit tight. The Surf Life Saving Australia Ocean Thunder from DY. Ocean Thunder, we've got the finals coming up. It is quite a shot from the Coates Hire cherry picker here at DY. Our thanks to Coates Hire, their help with us putting this coverage together for you of Ocean Thunder. Round 2, women's final. Coogee, Avalon Beach, Lorne, Mooloolaba, Palm Beach, Bateman's Bay. 3 states represented in Santa Claus's hands to start our last round before Christmas. And they're underway, the 6 women's cruise, and it's worth highlighting, of course, it is a 1-lap final. Safety concerns there, Steve, for this one.
Yeah, bigger the sea, the harder it is to turn the boat around. When the boat's side on, it is in a very dangerous position. The girls maybe not quite as strong as the men, and so they've decided wisely. Single lap race this time, Vossi.
And some big improvers on show here. Coogee and Ali 1, and the Avalon Beach crew in lane 2. Neither made the final in round 1.
Straight line, girl.
They've had a great day.
There, hit the water we've been hitting. Keep it on.
Yeah, on board there with Harvey Barrett from Coogee, and always terrific in a final, Vossi, to see all boats get out.
And again, you see the boat with Allura on the side. They are representing Bateman's Bay. It has been quite a story today. The Bateman's Bay crew, if you missed it earlier, couldn't make it to DY because of the bushfires in their area. And Allura have stepped up. Great spirit in surfboat racing.
Yeah, Spence, you'd be thinking, you know, we've got an advantage when it's a double race. This is only a single race, so, you know, we need to make sure that we get everything right. We're first round the can. Now we need to get a run straight away, or crews are going to come from behind and beat us.
And you go back to the heats today. The last heat, a nasty slew close to the beach from Palm Beach.
Run it, Ellie.
But they're back doing what they do best right now.
And here comes some waves. This is going to be exciting.
All right, so the big green boat of Palm Beach in the middle. They are the series leaders. Sponsored by Pendula. Now you can see Lorne getting the wave as well, just dropping off the back there.
Big swell, all went under all of them, but when there's one big one, there's probably another one following it.
The other aspect here, it's taking them out of their alleys as well, these conditions.
In with the jockey. Let's go now. Hit it. Go. Go.
So you got Palm Beach in front of the chasing pack, and it is quite a pack at that.
Yeah, Palm Beach is on that wave in front. They're a long way in front. I don't think there's a dispute on who's going to win it, but who's going to get second.
Nice, steady. Go now. Come on, power now.
Power now is right, Palm Beach. Barring absolute disaster which hit them earlier today, but here it is, showing the poise. As I mentioned, off course. It's going to be quite a run, actually. They've ended up a good 50 to 100 metres away from their flag. What a sprint at the end of the day. The last thing you needed, but they win again. And here's 4 in a line for second, third, fourth and fifth.
And hard. Ready, Karen?
Great finish, but again, they're off course.
Go.
It's not all about the rowing, folks. It's the running as well. Desperately trying to find their flag. It'll be second place to Bateman's Bay, and the efforts of Allura rewarded for helping out Bateman's Bay today. But plaudits with our winners, Palm Beach. What a performance again. Great stuff. So confirming the placings, Palm Beach ahead of Bateman's Bay, Mooloolaba, Avalon Beach, Lorne and Coogee. Renee, it's all yours.
You guys had a pretty testing day today.
Yeah, we've had an interesting day. We got absolutely pummeled by one of the biggest waves I've seen today, or was the biggest, I think, earlier in the day, and we got out of that, and yeah, they just turned it on the final again, which was really pleasing. We would have loved a double race, but single would do us.
What'd you have to do to stop these two from trying to swim in this time? That's what they did the last race.
Yeah, no, well, that's Verity got hammered and Papa went under the boat. So I'm just glad, first and foremost, I'm glad the girls are all good. And we'd like to thank Wadey, filled in today for... So, yeah, she's only had a baby 10 months ago, so she's amazing.
Impressive. Well, congratulations, girls. And a big thank you to your sponsors, of course.
Thank you, Pendula.
They know all about celebrating the Palm Beach crew. Over to the men's final. Last race for the day. Lorne, Newport, Wanda, South Curl, Corrimal and Bulli. A 2-lap final in the men's. Only 2 of these crews made the final in round 1. It shows you the depth of talent in Ocean Thunder.
through some white water. Let's go.
So working their way out off the beach. Still swell to contend with here.
And skid, boys. Come on, power. Rate. I need more rate.
And worth mentioning, Vossi, that in Ocean Thunder, top point scorers pick their alleys. I think Corrimal was top point scorer. They picked 5. Bulli thinks the Southern End's a good end. They picked 6.
Still sitting in third.
And we're on board here with Peter Scott, Corrimal, top point scorers. Very relaxed. I know they've got 2 laps. They've negotiated the break. And they're confident that they can win this one this week.
That was a calming voice we heard of Peter Scott there, compared to many when you're on the single lap race and you're absolutely hell for leather.
Away we go. 1. Good runners. Go, boys, now. Have a go. This one. Go.
And talk about calm and relaxed. There's Mitchy Foran just ramping it right up. But they're down in that northern end, and they are going to need away from down that end, Vossi. Look, rowing really well. Let's see what comes.
From 7th in round 1, they find themselves in the final 6 here. And they have picked up as well, with the Sydney Beach Homes boat beside them from South Curl.
And they've come aft, so quite a big wave. Look, they're leading. Exactly what I said might happen. Come aft. They've got to turn the boat around now. They're in a good position. Let's see how they go in the turn.
Yeah, turn, all important. Watch the focus here.
Get over.
Real teamwork required here. 2-lap final. Got to turn that boat around while copping a little bit of a battering.
They're a bit slow, and the reason is that they had their oars trailed, so not only do they have to run around the flag, but they've got to get their oars back into a rowing position. And you can see Bulli's got the jump on them.
How grueling is this? The only place you see it, 2-lap final at the end of the day to determine the best, the Premier Crew. It's here in the Surf Life Saving Australia Ocean Thunder Series.
Okay, waves to negotiate now. Newport takes a hit on the nose. I think Bulli have snuck out on the southern end. And here we are on board with Corrimal, and they've got a lot to make up.
They have. They've had a great day up until now. And now it starts to go not quite so good. In fact, they've got a broken oar.
Vossi. That'll be the end of them. What are they going to do with this? Are they going to go with 3 or 4 rowers?
Wow.
No, he's going out.
So sweep and 3 crew, man down, all broken. What a setback in the final for Corrimal. Been so good all day. Leaves the under 5 boats out in front. Bulli still with South Curl. They're having a great race as well. Newport in the picture. Across in alley number 2 at the northern end of the beach.
Yeah,
there they are.
Newport are going to be hoping for a replay here. They got the jump on Bulli going back last time, catching a wave, but there's nothing there at the moment. Looks like Bulli's just out in front. South Curly was in the turn. Where are they?
Sydney Beach Homes, boat from South Curl.
All right, we need this one. Do not miss it. Do not miss it. Do not miss this. Go now, go.
All or nothing, according to Mitch Foran. They haven't got it. Shane Gilloven's got Bulli there.
Oh yeah, they've wound it up. Champion Crew, they're not going to let this go.
Oh, hang on a second. Hang on, the wave has appeared for Sydney Beach Home, South Curl. Have a look at Newport as well.
And Bulli, yes, they have caught it. They nearly missed it. It's 3 on.
This is the perfect finish to what's been an amazing day. 3 crews on the one wave coming in. Bulli might be dethroned here.
Oh no,
Newport. They slewed and have to swim and run at the dive. It's too close to call. I don't know. South Curl or Bulli. I'm not sure. Photo finish, or we might have to go rock, paper, scissors. Have a look. Touch the flag. Oh, it's the top of screen. South Curl have won it. They've got there by about 30 centimetres to topple the round 1 winners in a race that saw Corrimal and a broken oar at the halfway mark. You could write a book about all of that, but South Curl.
How do you feel? How good was that?
That was just fantastic, you know. They say it's never over till it's over, you know. And
I kept saying to these guys, just fight for me, you know. I knew there was a bit of swell down here. Bulli got the clean water out in 6, and we managed to get away from Caramel, so I thought if we can just get that wave, we're back in this. And these guys, they just stuck at it. I was so proud of you, Blakes. That's really well done.
That last wave on the way in, I think everyone on the beach was just sitting here going, are they going to hang on to it? Are they going to hang on to it?
I don't usually scream at them, but I gave them everything I had. And there was a couple of strokes there where I thought it was touch and go, but then I knew they'd do it. You know, when it matters, they'll just find it. And over we went, and then he managed to touch him out on the run. He got out of the boat clean and up the beach. It's just a great feeling. Fantastic.
It was definitely a great finish, great run. Well done, boys. And nice. Ocean Thunder too. Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done, lads. What an amazing day from start to finish. The Don McManus Trophy in the women's Palm Beach. Maximum points again mean they are 4 points clear at the top of the count ahead of the Victorian crew from Lorne. But we're only at the halfway mark of the series, so all these crews have an opportunity to make a move in rounds 3 and 4. And in the men's, well, it's certainly wide open on what we saw today. There's great depth in the competition. Yes, Bulli looked strong but didn't claim the victory, and South Kirkle, who were 12th in round 1, maximum points here are up to 3rd in the standings. But again, we stress it is only the halfway mark. All of these crews can go away over Christmas, have a think about things, continue to train hard and see if they can come back better than ever in rounds 3 and 4 of the Surf Life Saving Australia Ocean Thunder. We'll be back at DY in the new year. And the Interstate Challenge, the Ross Jorgensen Trophy, strong effort from Victoria today, but New South Wales with a lead there. So well done to our winning crews, South Kirkle and Palm Beach today. But I think to all the crews, they've provided quite a show. We hope you've enjoyed it. On behalf of my co-commentator, Steve Scott, Renee Gartner from the beach, this is Andrew Voss wishing you a happy Christmas and thanks for watching the Surf Life Saving Australia Ocean Thunder.